Top 12 River Monster. Humans have always been fascinated by the ocean. After all, even today, we're not entirely certain what lies beneath the waters that cover more than 70% of the Earth's surface. So it's no wonder that storytellers throughout history, from the most ancient mythologies to modern monster movies, have populated those dark waters with all sorts of giant ocean monsters, ready to wreak havoc on the surface world at a moment's provocation. Some of these mythic sea monsters are so large they can lay waste to entire cities with ease, while others are no bigger than the creatures that actually inhabit the oceans of the world. Before we begin, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell icon for more informative videos. Number 12. Gyarados. Throughout the entire Pokémon franchise, this menacing sea creature has made numerous appearances. Gyarados, a fish noted for its explosive temper and destructive tendencies, thrives in both freshwater and saltwater. Since Gyarados will suppress its aggressive inclinations to obey its master, trainers in the Pokémon universe who are capable of capturing and taming this beast are considered to share a strong bond with the beast. The design of Gyarados' sea serpent was actually influenced by Chinese mythology's dragons. These creatures, unlike European dragons, have highly serpentine shapes and noticeable facial whiskers. Number 11. Jomungand. Jomunganda, often known as the Midgard serpent or the world serpent, is a well-known aquatic being from Norse mythology. It is the offspring of the giant Angerbo and Loki. The serpent is so enormous that it may round the entire planet while biting its own tail. According to legend, the start of Ragnarok, or the end of the world, will occur when the snake lets go of its tail. Sea snake sightings in the wild have been documented throughout history. According to some ideas, these creatures could be plesiosaurs that have survived the dinosaur era. One excellent illustration of this is the Loch Ness Monster. Large sea species that have been misdiagnosed, such sperm whales or basking sharks, are the subject of more rational explanations. Number 10. Cthulhu. The literary creature Cthulhu initially appeared in The Call of Cthulhu by H.P. Lovecraft. The mythical city of Islay is home to the cosmic monster Cthulhu, who arrived on Earth and now dwells there. Within the collection of beings created by Lovecraft, it is one fate great old ones. Throughout the course of the narrative, cults worship this giant sea creature with a humanoid shape, squid tentacles on its face, and dragon wings. Lovecraft described the creature in his writings as being. The shape of the creature was roughly anthropoid, but it had an octopus-like head with a face covered in feelers, a scaly, rubbery body, enormous claws on its feet, both front and back, and long, narrow wings behind it. Number 9. Kraken. One of the most well-known underwater animals from mythology is the Kraken. Most often, it takes the form of a massive squid. It is said to reside off the coasts of Greenland and Norway and frighten sailors that pass through those regions. Some have hypothesized that images of huge squid served as the inspiration for the Kraken mythology, which can grow to be quite large. The Kraken has appeared in movies, video games, TV series, and other literary works. A common myth among sailors is this one. Number 8. Leviathan. The origin of the Leviathan is Hebrew. It is described as a sea snake with numerous heads in the Old Testament of the Bible. Psalms, the Book of Job, the Book of Isaiah, and the Book of Amos all mention it. Chaos and danger are mentioned as being present in the creature. Additionally, it is said to devour the condemned afterlife. It frequently ties along with the sin of envy. The word Leviathan is now frequently used to refer to any huge marine animal. The enormous oarfish, also known as Regalicus glens, is said to be the source of many sea serpent and sea monster stories. This fish can grow to a maximum length of 11 meters, giving it the appearance of a gigantic sea serpent or sea dragon. Number 7. Scylla and Charybdis. Greek mythology's Scylla and Charybdis are two sea monsters that Homer famously detailed in his Odyssey. They are said to reside between Sicily and Calabria on opposing sides of the Strait of Messina. Travelers have to choose which of the two creatures to confront. A whirlpool is Scylla, and a six-headed sea monster is Charybdis. It is suggested that Odysseus confronts Scylla and lose only a few crew members rather than proceed past Charybdis and possibly lose his entire ship. According to some later mythological traditions, Scylla was once a lovely nymph who was transformed into a monster. Number 6. Sirens. Sirens are female beings from Greek mythology that dwell close to the water's surface. They sing, seducing onlookers with their lovely melodies and luring ships closer to land where they will unavoidably crash. According to certain tales, sirens may even enchant the wind. Typically, the sirens were a woman and a variety of birds. Women with huge bird feathers and feet are occasionally seen, as are women with a bird's body and a woman's head. In later mythology, sirens were frequently represented as evil mermaids. Number 5. The terrible dogfish. Although not a part of old folklore, this sea monster is still dreadful. The Adventures of Pinocchio, published in 1883, includes a sea creature that resembles a dog. It has 3 rows of teeth and is said to be at least 500 feet long. It has a mouth large enough to ingest an entire train car. When Pinocchio is trying to track down Geppetto, the creator of him, the fish is first referenced in chapter XXIV. Apparently, Pinocchio's creator was swallowed by the awful dogfish, according to a dolphin. The dogfish has been portrayed in various ways in movies, video games, and television shows. Among other films, it can be seen in Bonkers, Fantasmic, and Kingdom Hearts. Number 4. Sea Bishop. A fabled fish called the sea bishop was said to exist in the 16th century. Legends from the time claim that it was transported to Poland, where the king wanted to keep it. When the fish was shown to Catholic bishops, it made it obvious that it wanted to be released. The bishops granted its request and allowed it to go. It made the cross and dissipated into the water. A different specimen that was captured in 1531 refused to feed and died 3 days after being taken out of the water. Historia Animalism and Specula Physico Mathematico Historica Notabilium ac Mirabilium Sciendorum both have illustrations of it. You may see an example from the latter in the image above. Number 3. Capricorn. Legendary creature known as the Capricorn, sometimes known as the sea goat, is described as being half deity and half fish. The beast is associated with the Capricornus constellation. The monster was taken from the Babylonian zodiac and brought into Greek mythology. Jewish mythology also makes mention of this sea monster. According to the legend, all marine life must eventually sacrifice themselves to the beast. Number 2. Yumibozu. Japanese folklore features a creature known as the Yumibzu or sea priest. Although there have been sightings of this sea spirit throughout Japanese history, little is known about its beginnings. On a calm sea, it seems to sailors like it quickly disturbs the seas. Usually, the ship it appears on shatters either immediately or after the monster demands something of the crew. According to legend, the only way to get away from the creature is to give it a bottomless barrel and sail away while it is confusedly trying to comprehend the object. Number 1. Rhedosaurus. The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms was the film that came before Godzilla. The Ray Bradbury short story The Falcon, which tells the tale of a sea monster who falls in love with a lighthouse's falcon, served as the basis for this 1953 horror film. It sounds like a Godzilla movie already, but the film's monster is a Rhedosaurus, a made-up dinosaur that is awoken from hibernation by nuclear testing in the Arctic Circle. As it travels south, the Rhedosaurus destroys a lighthouse in a scene reminiscent of Ray Bradbury's short story before coming to an end at Coney Island in New York. The huge octopus in it came from beneath the moraine, and the Kraken and Clash of the Titans are just a couple of the other creatures that Ray Harryhausen helped bring to life. The Rhedosaurus was far from the last sea monster that Harryhausen would introduce to the big screen. That's it for today, guys. What did you think of the video? Please share with us in the comments section below. Also, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell icon for more incredible videos.